Yes, good morning to all. My name is Suma Maheshwari. I am pursuing 9th grade. I am from TSWRS Girls Gopalpet from Manaparthi district. It is a pleasure to be here before thanks you. First of all, I thanks to the society to give wonderful opportunity to me. So once again, thank you so much. So coming, I want to ask one question. That is, do you know farmers how do agriculture? Yes, here the farmers use so many chemical fertilizers. Nowadays, so many agriculture methods are not used any chemical fertilizers. Like examples, permaculture and organic farming. Permaculture and organic farming, these both agriculture are not used any chemical fertilizers. It is a common agriculture processing. So I think you're all eagerly waiting to listen to my presentation. Yes? Yes. So today my topic is permaculture and organic farming differences. So first we know about what is permaculture, where it is developed. Yes. So in permaculture is a natural ecosystem. In permaculture is includes the providing their food, energy, shelter and other materials and non-other materials. Means in permaculture includes number of plant species and animals, birds and etc. Here permaculture is not affected any living organisms and automatically in permaculture soil get fertilized increases. So, permaculture can be understood as the growth of agriculture ecosystem in self-sufficient and sustainable way. This form of agriculture draws inspiration from nature to develop the scientific system form. In, in diversity, relations, and natural productivities and and sustainability. So where it is developed, who it is developed. So it is developed in Australian country. It is developed two main Australians. They are Bill Mollison and David Hollingren. Next, we know about examples of permaculture. So observe this permaculture model. Yes, this is the model of permaculture. See, in this permaculture, there are so many plants and animals, birds, number of flowers, and etc. Including this, building support that balcony garden and energy saving and such as the installation of grid and water reclamation system. Next, we know about think how much land is needed for permaculture. Yes, currently about 1.4 acres land is required to sustain to current system in India. Using permaculture can be reduced in many cases and entire family 4 can be built just sustain on 1.5 acres. And we know about principles of permaculture. There are mainly 12 principles of permaculture. They are observe and interact and collect and store as energy and produce no waste and obtain a yield, apply self-regulation and feedback, use and renewable and etc. Here, think why permaculture is so important better for food security. Yes, it is important it is so important for better food security. Behind the dining table, that the permaculture design the reorganization, the food supplies that ensure all wastage and human wastage include food producing land. So, growing food at home increases food security. So, here the permaculture so important, better for food security. Next, we know about three ethics of permaculture. They are mainly three ethics. They are earth care, people care, and fair share. So next, we discussed about earth care. What is earth care? The earth care of permaculture is applied to right the other living things to on the planet and our development. Next, we know about people care. The people ask that basic needs like food, shelter, energy, and education, employment, and social health relationship. It is a global and intelligent support that all peoples. So next we know about fair share. What is fair share? The permaculture is fundamentally avoid the industrial growth. It is a model of ethics and designs aspect to the failure. Next, we know about permaculture using pesticides, agroecological. Yes, in permaculture, using that ecosystem that utilizes that agroecological principles. That so the permaculture ecosystem is interactive and already in place. And here using pesticides and fertilizers or can be the highly reduced in permaculture. It is forming a cycle. And next, we know about permaculture ideas. There are mainly five ideas. One is collect and store energy. And next, layer function and close material loops and and mimics ecosystem and maintaining diversity. These are all ideas of permaculture. Next, we know about permaculture. Next, I would like to explain about organic farming. What is organic farming? Who it is developed? Where it is developed? Yes. In organic farming is an agriculture which originated early in the 20th century in reaction to rapidly changes farming practices, and it defines by the using fertilizers by the organic farming and such as compost, compost manure, green manure and bone meal such as crop rotation and mixed crop and fodder of insects and predators are encouraged. In next we know about history of agriculture. Who is developed? Where it is developed? Yes, the concept of organic farming is developed in the year 1900s by Sir Albert Hoover and F.J. F.J. Rudel and F.J. King and Rudel and other scientists who believed that uses of animal manure. The Albert Hoover have working in India as own. here, such as the J.K. Rudolph and his son Albert, or who established the organic garden and organic farming in the year of 1940s. Next, we know about examples of permaculture. Examples of organic farming. What here? It is the crop rotation. Crop rotation is a component of natural way because it is a natural, and instead of using synthetic substances, here we are using synthetic substances is avoiding. Next examples, see here, unprocessed products like vegetables, fruits, flowers, animals' eggs, animals' milk, etc. Food for animals like soya cakes, and material for vegetative reproductive system and seeds. So now we know about permaculture and organic farming. So see here differences between permaculture and organic farming. This is a permaculture model and here is an organic farming model. So differences. Here in permaculture, wide range of products includes food, fuels, recreation and habitat. In organic farming, the high yield per products but fewer products. In permaculture, high range of will mature at a different time. It means spread throughout the year. In organic farming, products were ripened at the same time. Here, in organic farming, pest closed in monitoring. In permaculture, integrated the pest is management is practice. In organic farming, animals is a not integral part of it. In permaculture, animals is the most integral part of it. And harvesting is shared with animals. Animals working. We know about permaculture and organic differences. Next, I want to explain about organic farming. So here, organic farming is a method of crop production and maintaining livestock. See, in this method, we are using the wastage of agriculture to use the animals, and from wastage of animals to use the as manure for agriculture. So observe this chart. Yes, here is organic farming. Here is you are using in organic farming. Those are biofertilizers, biological management, animal husbandry, vermicompost, and green leaf manure, and next crop rotation, and last manure. These are all we are using in organic farming. These are all we are using in natural fertilizers in organic farming. Next, we know about principles of organic farming. Yes, there are mainly 4 principles of organic farming. They are ethics, ecology, fairness, and health. First, we are discussing about ecology. To sustain the health of soil, plants, animals, and humans, to help them on planet as individual. Next, we are going to the fairness. The fairness is agriculture, the organic farming based on the relationship that ensure fairness and other common agricultures and common agriculture. Here, health. The health is managed precautionary and responsibility are managed on the health and well-being currently generation with future generation and the environment. Next, we know about care. Here the care is to sustain that the based on the organic farming that utilizes in working cycle work them and to sustain work them. These are all the principles of organic farming. Next, we know about benefits of organic farming. There are two types of benefits. One is direct benefits and another one is indirect benefits. So let's know about direct benefits. So there are reduction in production cost and increases farmers' income and better purchasing power and highly export earnings. Next, we know about indirect benefits. There are better nutrition food and better health services and rural women empowerment and biodiversity conservation and employment generation. These are all benefits of organic farming. Next, why? Why organic farming is so important? Yes, it is important. In organic farming, the agriculture medium and long affects the agriculture of ecological system. It aims provide the food and balancing the ecological to prevent the soil fertility and pest control. Here, next, to avoid the synthetic substances for maintaining the soil fertility. And next, we know that is thereby minimize the pollution and wastage. Here is the inputs and outputs. In organic farming, there are inputs and outputs. Let's we know about what are the inputs and what are the outputs. So first, we know about inputs. That is, in inputs, feed, animals, bedding, fertilizers and legume. And get in feed manure converts to outputs. They are animals, meat, egg, milk and crops manure. These are all inputs and outputs. So observe this chart. Here is organic waste and composting and compost. Here is the soil and here is the soil get mineralization and inorganic nutrition. In inorganic nutrition, the plant or crop taken. Here it is a leach and change in soil properties. Aggregate and stability, blood density. In infiltration rate and water holding the capacity. In soil, here is inorganic nutrition that crop and plant take up. And here inorganic farming, it is the leaching. So we know about permaculture and organic farming differences. So here in permaculture, there are so many pieces of plants and animals, birds, and number of flowers and different flowers. And here it means that it is spread throughout the year. Any fruits, vegetables, whatever it gets. Here in organic farming, it is defined at the same time, like paddy, repairing, etc. Here is not a integral part of animals. Here is a animals, it's an integral part of it. Here the pest control closely monitored. Here in permaculture, the pest is managed is practices. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mama Maheshwari.
Thank you.
So I would like to ask you that is permaculture a sustainable farming approach?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is a approachable farming. Permaculture is a that farms dry in separation from scientific farming system based on the crop and diversity, reliance, and natural productivities, and it is a sustainability. Here, here, here we the farming. Here the garden and nutrition used wastage and producing turns into the fertilizers food for sustainability.
Okay, thank you. And also, as you were explaining, these days, there's a lot of interest on the sustainable farming approaches. For example, whatever you explained, permaculture, organic farming, and etc. So here, but one question arises that how are these sustainable farming approaches influence the farmers' quality of work and their workload? For example, like how does these approaches influence the labor demand?
Yes, madam. Here is the labor is the most popular, maintained, and component of in factors of agriculture. It is similarly demand to the uh, demand to the labors, and here they are using and most important to labor demands, and it is diversity and deletions and producting from labor demands.
Okay. Also, is there any research on permaculture have been done in India?
Yeah, yes, there are many places, but New Delhi and Bill Mollison and Dr. Venkat along his friends, your research in India, the place is Hyderabad. The Bill Mollison along with the Dr. Venkat are researched in Hyderabad.
Wow, that's happy to know. And also, so when you're talking about the permaculture and where how it can be used and what are the uses of it and how sustainability is and all, so are there any specific areas where permaculture, cannot be used, or like does it have any specification of particular areas? So, for example, if there is no soil fertility, uh, um, can you use permaculture there to increase the soil fertility?
Is in permaculture automatically increases the soil fertilities. And in Adilabad, Zahirabad is all are using permaculture. It
So the permaculture can be used anywhere. It does not have any specifications.
in permaculture wherever we use because here is not we using any chemical fertilizers and deserts mainly in deserts.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you, Uma Maheshwari. So, but then whatever you displayed on the table are so interesting and they're so nice. Can you please, like, if you don't mind, before we end and say bye to everybody, can you just show us everything that you've displayed and what you stick on the blackboard, or so? Can you please show us all of that?
Sure, madam. This is organic farming. Here in organic farming, we using mixed crop like this, and it is a permaculture. In permaculture, including buildings that support
Slow, slow. Can you show it slower, little
and
slower, so that it will be clear?
here. See here, it is a permaculture model. And see, include the buildings, here balcony garden, and it is support to the outside of the plants. Here is number of plants and flowers and animals, small living and
Can you move the
etc.
camera a little
So here,
slower? Slower. Can you move the camera a little slower? Okay. Thank you, Mama Ishwari. Thanks a lot for showing us all of them. Uh, we are done.
thank you to all. First of all, I thank Forest Coming Kumar sir to give this opportunity to me. And thank you so much, Eddie RCO ma'am and Principal ma'am, Arogya ma'am, and my mentor teacher Malaka ma'am, and those who helped to me. And thank you so much. And thank you all my staff and my parents and my friends. Thank you to all. Thank you so much.